Hi guys, so this video is, I wouldn't say it's a formal request, but anytime I mention that, you know, I really don't spend a lot of time on my makeup. I mean, I do, because I'm a beauty junkie, which is why I have this channel, but I don't do a lot of, you know, I'm not a makeup artist, I don't get super creative. I pretty much look the same all the time, which is why I don't really do tutorials, not to mention the fact that I don't have the technical abilities to do that. You know, I'm using a laptop camera. You can't really zoom in, you can't really, you know, get right into the eye and do all the stuff that you need to do basically, and to sit down and comfortably do it. I don't have that. I'm standing, I'm leaning against my bathroom counter, blah, 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 blah. My back hurts, so I'm always sort of doing one of these and everything, because I've got tile flooring. And I'm old and my back hurts. So anyways, so anytime I mention the fact that I usually 95% of the time I only use one color. I just slap that sucker on, an eyeliner, mascara, whatever, and then I'm good to go. So anytime I mention that, I always have people going, you know what, I don't like spending that much time, and I don't like doing like the crease in the corner and all that sort of stuff, highlighting. What are your favorite sort of one eyeshadow slap on, and you know, which are your favorites? So I thought I would do this video for all of those gals who are sort of in the same boat as me and just kind of like to use one shadow and kind of no fuss, no muss. So it was a little bit difficult to narrow it down in some ways to 10, which is not really that much narrowing. I guess it would be good if I could just choose 5, but then I'd be like conflicted and then it would take forever and then I'd never get this video done. So let us start with you know, there's a couple from different lines. You know, I could have pretty much put all the Burberry shadows, but I didn't. So let's start off with the 2 from Burberry that I freaking love, that I already spoke about in my Burberry video. So that is number 21, Midnight Brown. That shade right there. So gorgeous. I mean, it really, wow, I just can't even serve it justice. But there are many of you who feel the same way, because when I did that Burberry video, there were lots of, oh my god, Midnight Brown is my favorite too, I love it, blah, 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 blah. And, you know, it's loved for a reason. It's just gorgeous, gorgeous on as a single color. The next Burberry, now, I don't really know what's going on with this color, because when I went into the website, because when I was putting all the product information down, I kind of like to try and give you as much information. So not only did I want to put the name, I actually wanted to put the corresponding number, because I'm OCD and anal like that. I'm sure you could have gone by with just the name, but anyways, and I couldn't find this shade in on their website at all, and I thought, oh my god, have they discontinued it? I don't know. So I was kind of saying it's discontinued, but then somebody actually commented and said, no, they're just out of stock. Maybe because it's so popular. They're just out of stock, and their blush Blossom, which I'm waiting for, and this shade, Pale Barley, is going to come back into stock in September. So I don't really know what's going on. Because to me, would they just take it completely off of the website if it was just out of stock? Wouldn't they just go out of stock and show you the shade? So I kind of thought it's discontinued because they completely took it off. So I don't know. I was kind of humming and hawing whether or not I should include it just in case people can't get it, but then maybe you can. So anyways, just a safety, it's this. Mother of hell, why can you see that? It's like, God, it's so complex. It's like a champagne. It's kind of like, can be a champagne-y, a cooler tone champagne. It can be more of a non-yellow kind of goldy color. It's kind of minky. It's kind of gray. It's kind of everything, which is, I don't know if you, nuts, you can't really. Anyways, it's gorgeous. If you like doing just the really brightening eye, you know, you just want to clean that and have just that really, really clean look. That's the perfect shade. It's not a dark color, obviously. I don't think I really, is that the only sort of, yeah, I think that's the only sort of pale shade I have because it's so beautiful. I need some oomph. I need something because, you know, my little Asian eyes, They kind of can go flat. Even though I do have a crease that has grown in as I've aged and I've lost a lot of fat in my face. I used to be like a big old moon pie face, you know. So I do need a little bit of something, so I tend to choose darker colors. But that's the only pale color because it just does something for your eyes. It's just gorgeous. So if you already have a defined everything, it's just gonna, it's great. If you don't have a defined, it's great. If you do have a defined, it's just an all-round phenomenal sort of lighter tone shade. The next is Makeup Forever. This is the only Makeup Forever eyeshadow I own, actually, and it is a diamond shadow. Dang it, they don't have names. I hate that. It's number 312, and it's this sort of reddy, coppery, I can't even open it. Hello, there we go. It's that shade right there. It's gorgeous. It's just super gorgeous. What can I tell you? I never liked sort of reddy browns, but one shadow changed it all for me, and now I'm sort of hooked on these reddy browns. And because I saw Blushing Pixie's video, her Best NARS thing, she showed her a duo Surabaya or something, and I've heard about it for so long, but I was like, yeah, I'm not into reddy browns. And then now I have to get it. I must get it. As soon as she mentioned it and showed it, I was like, oh my god, I put it in my phone. I'm like, that's the next thing I have to get. I have to get Surabaya. So thank you so much, girl, for you know, mentioning that eyeshadow duo, because I'm definitely going to get that now. So anyways, the shade that got me into it, this whole roll on this reddy brown sort of color, is Chanel Illusion D'Homme. I love these. This is Ebloui, number 86, Ebloui. It looks like that. Okay, mine kind of shrunk. It used to be this beautiful dome, and it kind of went, as you can see. Was I like kind of shocked, going, oh my god, what just happened? Still works fantastic though. So I don't know. You know, maybe they'll fix that formulation. I have heard it dried out. I made a dent in it, and then I kind of tried to even it out by sort of rounding it out. Love this color. It's like a dry cream. It's a little bit more reddy. The Makeup Forever is a little bit more browny. Beautiful as an all over. Love that. The next one is from Chanel as well, and it's Mirifique. So it's that. So you can see sort of the difference. How, oh, dang you! It kind of shrunk, and then the other one's still sort of a dome. I don't know what's going on with that. What the heck is going on? Yeah. Still, I love it. So, you know, it's either don't have it or just deal with it. I will just deal with it. So this shade, gorgeous. Gorgeous. You can put it on very dark like that, or once it's on, you sheer it out, and it's almost sort of like a gray, asphalty color. That is super gorgeous. Yes, if I swatch that, is it a glitter fest? You can see that. For some reason on the eyes it's not. I've spoken about this before. I swatched these, and I was like, oh my god, it's a disco ball. I can't do it. I'm too old for the disco ball. But somebody, the beautiful Miss Hannah G, who no longer is here, I'm really kind of sad about that. But anyways, she said it looks different. It looks different on the eye. So I took her word for it. I bought one. I think I bought Ebloui, and I just freaked out, and then I ran out and got like 7 of them. And then do I wear all 7 of them? No. So I have to chill out. Anyways, the next is a Paintpot. Quite natural. Which, quite frankly, is not very natural looking. I mean, this sucker is dark. Like, look at that. I don't see anything natural about that. But I love it. It's kind of my staple summer. That's all I wear on the eyes. It gives me enough depth. It's like this beautiful sort of muddy color. Oof. It actually looks like caca, doesn't it? But anyways, it's gorgeous. I love it. It's one of my faves in the summertime, for sure. Like, I swear I will wear that color like 10 days, 14 days, 20 days in a row. Just love it. It's so easy to use. So there's that. The next has to be, oh, let's go back to Chanel. This little duo, I think they might sell it as a single because it's just one of the colors that I love. And that is Sable. Well, the duo is called Sable, but it's that color here. Oh my, wow! Look at that. Look at the depth. Now, you know, as you can see, I'm choosing a lot of browns. It's sort of like, you don't have to get all of these. Just pick one of the browns. Go check it out in person, because I just find with everything, with all makeup, it's just like the slightest difference in shade and undertone, isn't it? That makes all the difference in the world. You know, just a little bit more yellow in the foundation will just make my skin come alive. Just a little bit more olive in this, or just a little bit more gold with this, or you know what I mean? It's just little fractions and little variations that just make everything come alive. It's really in the details with everything. So, you know, even though it seems like, oh my God, could you just be showing another brown and another brown and another brown? I am really boring that way, I'm going to admit it. But for you guys, because these are my faves, and I see a difference with each one, and a different feel, and how they go on a cream versus a powder, blah, 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 blah. For you guys, you know, just pick like your 3 or 4 favorite, go see them in person, swatch them, and you'll find the right one for your undertone. But that is just, I mean, I almost don't even want to get rid of it. It's got sort of everything in it. Like when you see it, it reflects so many different things. So there's that. My next one is Ellis Faas. I've talked about this before. It's the E104 Creamy Eyes. I love this. This is still in the old packaging. It gives me, you know, high blood pressure and stress and hypertension when I have to use this dang applicator. But that shade is too gorgeous to pass up. I will live with it. I mean, this is the one thing. I don't suffer for fashion anymore. Things have to be comfortable, even with makeup. I kind of need it to be no nonsense, but this I will actually go through a little bit of suffering for, just because I've just never experienced a product like this. The color, the shade. I don't even want to begin to try, because I might be here for 20 minutes and then I'll have to pull it apart just to get a little bit of color. I mean, it's really that bonkers, but I know what I'm in for. I can do a mantra and breathe beforehand and hope it works out. They have changed the applicators. They are definitely better. They're not by Terry better. By Terry's applicators, those suckers, what's going on with my hair here, are phenomenal. I wish they could have that same technology. They're definitely better, but they're not the best applicators I've ever come across. This shade is to die for. That's how much I would go through all of that just for that shade. So there's that. The second to last is, here's my little MAC palette. There is a video on the colors on this MAC palette. Is this one right here, people, and everybody knows it. It's Club. Club has been a staple for years and years and years, and why is it's because it's sort of like a duochrome. It looks like you actually put a lot of work into it when you've done nothing. You've used one shade, but as you put it on and as you blend it out, it looks like you've used 2 or 3 shades, because it gives you that kind of dimension. It's sort of, you know, a dark gray, a blacky, reddy, sort of burgundy. I mean, it's kind of got all of those things. Like, I have put it on and then blended it out, and it looks like I've actually, even though it's really dark and quite gray, blue, black there, as I blend it in the crease, it looks like I've got like rust and burgundy in there as well, and it's just one shade. So I love that shade because it's so multi-purpose, dual. It makes you look like you have artistry when you really don't, because all of those shades are in one, and it's the way the light reflects off it. So I think that's one of the best shades in MAC, because I've never seen that color anywhere else. You know, you can find these other shades in all other kinds of lines, little variations of it, but I've really never really come across a Club before. So that's kind of why I love that. And lastly is the Tarte, oh mother, Copper something. Oh, I don't know if I've wiped out the thing or they just don't come. Anyways, it's a SmolderEyes, and I believe it's Copper. It's the ready one. What can I tell you? It looks like that. Again, a ready copper all over. I mean, it's so quick, smoky eye, just that. And then just, well, don't do that. But blend it out. And beautiful as a one shade in underneath as well, sort of encircle the eye. And it's waterproof underneath. It's really great. It does not move around and smudge a lot. And I picked this also because, you know, if you love Chanel, but you can't necessarily afford it or don't want to shell out that kind of money, and I get that, you know, it's just makeup, people, you know, you shouldn't have to like go poor or go into debt over that. This might be a nice alternative. I think it is less than the Chanel. It has to be, right? So, and these pencils last a really long time. They're super smooth. I mean, that sucker, once it sets, is pretty waterproof. I haven't really let it set long enough, but it's pretty, you know, it's pretty fantastic. And so I just thought that's a great alternative. Again, there's a little variation. This is definitely, as you can see, much more vibranty, bright, and rusty. The other ones have more like brown in them, more sort of grounded in earth. And even though that's my 10, that is my final 10. Again, if you don't want to do the Mirifique, they have this one, which is golden black, which is that there. And is it a duplicate? Not entirely, but again, you know, just for like a dark shade with some dimension that you can really smudge out easily, you know, you might want to try this instead of the Mirifique. Although I find the Mirifique, because it can really go gray if you blend it out. This can as well, but you know, I just thought for a different choice. So I thought I would bring that out, even though that's not part of my 10. So anyways, I hope that's helped some of you guys out. I know they're all kind of similar colors. I should have warned you right ahead of time, but hopefully you can find something in there that'll work for you. So thanks so much as usual, guys, and I will talk to you soon.